What is up, traders? Stan Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. Let's take a look first and foremost at the SPYs. This is the daily chart. We just gapped through the high of the day, all-time high rather, and we're now in all-time highs. Pretty much sideways day today. Not much action. If we look at the volume bar is pretty low, so um, all-time highs on really low volume. And in my opinion, the low volume comes from the fact that the holidays are right around the corner, so people are taking off, going away on vacation, so not a lot of trading is taking place, and I could definitely feel it today with the stocks that we were trading. There was a lot of volume at the open, and then there was a lot of volume at the close, and during the day it was completely dead. It's usually pretty quiet, but today it was really quiet. I personally stayed away from trading the whole afternoon until about 3 o'clock, and that's when I got back into a couple names. So let's take a look at the first trade of the day. It was OTIV. This one gapped up a lot. Low float stock. To me, this is a um, classic dip buy at the open um, for a squeeze. So these stocks, they like to squeeze a lot, and I was looking for a dip. The dip never really came. It started reserving bids. It started accumulating some bids and then wiping out offers. So this is a pretty easy long. I think I purchased either 98s or 99s, and I was selling into this rip in the high 20s. I bought it again for this breakout. You can draw a triangle here. I bought it again for this breakout. I think I bought 17s or 18s, and then I sold it when it came back down. I sold same price. The real setup that I was looking for is my favorite setup in the morning is this VWAP projection. As you can see, there's this VWAP, and this even has a bit of a head and shoulders going on, head, shoulder, shoulder. So I was shorting in here. I actually chased it up a little bit. I think I shorted 14s or 13s, and then I was covering into the wash, and then reshorting, covering, and then reshorting, covering, and then I think I reshorted one more time and took a loss on the last one. And I left it alone for the rest of the day until the close. There was some accumulation going on at the close, so you can see this little uh, range right here. So I bought it and I was holding, and right before the bell, I didn't want to take it home. So right before the bell, I closed it, and obviously at 4:01, it ripped through the resistance. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe a couple of good setups tomorrow, hopefully. But this is my best stock of the day today. The next one is NAK. This one was a little bit more difficult, but pretty similar price action to OTIC, although this one gapped down a little bit, or gapped up and sold off. Uh, let's see. It actually gapped up and sold off pre-market, and it was SSR during the day. So really interesting stock. So here I was actually anticipating the break of this triangle here for the downside, and the tape was really fake. Like I was shorting it, and it would go up, and then I was buying it, and it would just fake me out every time. And I shorted, and then I bought it right here, and then I sold it. I sold it right before it broke out, and then I left it alone, and then I came back to it when it was, I think, somewhere around here, and I reshorted it again. Like, okay, this is like a solid downtrend, so I reshorted it again, and I made some back and covered into, I think, somewhere in here. I made some of the money back, but this one, I'm gonna definitely watch it tomorrow again, but hopefully it's not gonna be as fake as today. I really did not appreciate the price action this stock put on. Um, the next stock was, let's see, IPXL. This was another good stock for me. This is a nickel stock, 5-cent spread. there was a buyer in the stock, even though the stock gapped down a lot today. Was SSR. There was a buyer. The buyer was pretty clear. When the buyer was there, the stock would drift up. When the buyer stopped, you can short it and it would drift down. Pretty easy scalp. I was short somewhere in here for this move. Didn't cash the whole thing, and then on this triangle, I bought it pretty early, and I was just sitting there, um, just waiting for it to start rallying. And unfortunately, I got out before the VWAP. So I got out in the 50s, 55s, and 60s. It went up all the way as high as like 90, almost. Yeah, 90, 1790. And I was like pretty upset that I didn't cash the whole move. So on the way down, when it started consolidating, the buyer was not there anymore. And I started shorting it, and I shorted, I think, 4 or 5 times the same size that I had here. So about 4 or 5 times more, and caught pretty much the whole move down. So this was probably the biggest trade of the day. And another short that I had was over here on the way down, and I left it alone. I think I had one losing trade. I think I shorted over here, and I had a really small loss over here. But overall, pretty honest quote, pretty honest stock. Very happy with the way it traded, and definitely going to trade it, at least look at it tomorrow. That's pretty much my day. Honorable mention is LFIN. Um, this stock was, I've never really seen anything like this in a long time. This company bought a blockchain company. And I mean, the hype is real. The Bitcoin hype is so real that the stock went from $38. It opened up at yesterday's close, what, $21, and then it opens up at around what, $38, $40, and it just starts ripping. Gets halted at 60, gets halted at 67, 82, 97, and then over 100, 112, 130, and then 126, and then it gaps all the way down to what, 64, and then keeps getting halted because I mean the range is just so massive that this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. You buy the breakout, and then you can sell it into this massive parabolic move. That's what, 300% or something uh, on the day, intraday. Absolutely insane. I haven't touched the stock. It doesn't really fit my risk profile, so to speak, but I think if I saw it somewhere here, I didn't really see it, but if I saw it somewhere here, maybe I would have scaled in with a little bit of size. But I know some of our guys traded it today, and I am yet to find out, how they traded it and what happened. So that was my recap. These are my trader takeaways. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe for more great content, and I will see you guys in the next one.